say? This ain't not a kush. No, not a kush. No, not a kush. Oh yeah, me I can feel them. What are they run me eye? We are the see me sister them. They die in the street. Oh, me I can feel them. When you they see me brother them in the streets. Yeah, some they link they not. Some lay down a guts at the sleep. Oh. So when I ask, they tell me say na kush. Nike pull roll and son of them food. They prefer for left the house, they gonna get so all day they kush. Oh yeah, say not a kush. Oh. Me brother don't want before him time. Say not a kush. Oh. So they use the old age man youngest. Say not a kush. Oh. The youths them just they die. Say not a kush. Oh. Sorry salone. We say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. Papa government help we are. Say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. What for you to say? Is it all?
Fambul them on a good afternoon, on a good evening, on a good morning, depend on Osai on happen for fen on a safe in the world. Well, this is it, guys. This is it. Like we're here now. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can say, but at least we can say tell God thank you for life, right? This now the last weekend inside April, and the weekend we go begin salon at 65. And inside this weekend, because of the thing that will happen and the thing that will happen at the Republic, I had to reach out to the grill. Yes, I had to reach out to the town crier. And I get to tell the town crier, say, today I left all thing. And I want focus on salon. We all na one fambul. And so it's been a little while where some of una no see am, and it's been a little while where unu no yeri the show salon. We all na one fambul. Because on 10 day it can look like say this fambul tikia so don't bend to the point where it want broke. Some 10 day it can look like say this fambul tikia so one turn like cutting 3 years on, then still not decided waiting for do it. The remnant of cutting 3. We were told some part of it will reside in the, monument history or monument for make we go see. But right now, we know for say at 65, the remnant of the cutting 3, they watch, we self the watcher. To the point where some people grab and say, waiting at 65, nobody no look this cutting 3 so way all over the world. We don't go and talk say that cutting 3 day na the symbolic spot of Sierra Leone. A very symbolic spot na salon. So we for all am with one or that particular spot they we for treat them like we mama. So because the mama in naked one mean then I do, then go put cover close span. then go put cover close panam and hide in nakedness and make it look presentable. But 3 years on, nothing has been done to the spot. Nothing has been decided. So it just tell we somehow, they tell we, okay, what kind of people are we? If some of una been there and una they watch me then 10 and day 5 years ago, una go remember say Sierra Leone at 60, I did an entire series. It was called Sierra Leone at 60. I don't even know if we producer gets that flyer they were being put out. Oh, I could have been left na salon where I not be interviewed. I interviewed people. I interviewed the present. I interviewed the past. I interviewed the future. I think 2 months before the 60th, every show was an interview with somebody who has served in that nation, or who is serving in that nation, or who I believe in the future will serve in that nation. I remember waiting and say, I remember some of those discussions. When I sit back and I peel back the onions for Sierra Leone at 65, I couldn't bring myself to do that. And so for some of una, when maybe una don't become accustomed to that method or style day, if it is a letdown, I am sorry. But sometimes we have to be realistic and we have to acknowledge our times. And the time where we did so right now for Sierra Leone at 65, if una even notice the way we address, normally, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know for say this na the weekend way I dey suit up green, white, and blue. Waiting at the well, it's always a representation of the flag, especially this particular show. Always green, white, and blue. No part of the flag the way they missing in waiting I can wear. But can I wear it with all consciousness and say I am representing the Sierra Leone at 65 that maybe we had envisioned? The answer is no. So why be an hypocrite to myself when I also last week I sit on the advocate for the release of a woman, I sit on the give me your interpretation of, and they say do ya on a left and make it go. Where the week before that I was advocating for something else, and the week before that I was advocating for something else, and the week before that I was advocating for something else. So whose part and this whole thing here, so me Matilda go can sit down and begin the say let us celebrate. You know, I can listen to Truth FM every single day. I listen to Truth FM. To the point where my family then can say you need for all shares na this place. So because a day not they pass between Monday to Friday, we not they listen to this morning devotion thing. So you need shares. I can just bust laugh. But this week, Truth Media come out with a request from the public and say they want to make people then record in their voices the Sierra Leone national anthem. And today I go read verbatim. Mr. Producer, please get that ready for me. The Sierra Leone national anthem and the pledge again. And then we go close with today. They say they want to make people them from all over record the Sierra Leone national anthem and the pledge for show with dedication or with love to the country at 65, they were met with a serious backlash. As in, to the point where then self come on and do now and beg say we are sorry. Those who feel like doing it can still go ahead and do it, but they not be anticipate. In silence, people are not speaking, but they not be anticipate the kind black backlash where they go receive from that request day. People were like, we don't have to eat, we don't have to feed, we don't have to put, and you one can't tell we make we use we data them for sing national anthem and pledge. At 65, what have we gained in common? What? So today waiting and they can talk about na we at 65 salon we all na one fambul. Nothing where some of una don't hear it already. Nothing na audio we don't go around, na video we don't make the rounds. All man don't get their own interpretation of. But I have 7 key questions them way I can ask. And today not to me get for talk. Today na me they ask the question and I will allow the grill to talk about it. Because sometimes they can say, well, you don't know usa you come out. No usa you they go. But it is very important na salon for make we all know usa we come out. And that was the essence of me creating the show Salon We All Na One Fambul. Because people can talk out of ignorance. And this now one thing where the person we talk clearly spoke out of ignorance. You see this little woman sitting here. This little woman sitting here has been fortunate to travel a little bit. God don't bless her small, make it travel small. And the beautiful thing I can say is, in all these African countries, the way God don't bless me for go, guess what? I always go meet the Fulani tribe there. Yes. Sometimes they are not called Fullah as they call them Fullah or Fulani as they are known for. Sometimes they then give them an other name. Now then country then they. But they interpret, then take on another name, and then country then they. But the moment they open their mouth, then begins talk. You know exactly their origin. You know exactly where they belong. So do ya? The Fulanis the world don't meet na the Gambia, the Wawa don't meet na the very Guinea where unu claim say na they then come out. Now unu claim or not so Matilda. The Wawa don't meet na the Ivory Coast, the one then where they Senegal, the one then where they Ghana, the one then where they Burkina Faso, the one then where they Mali. Do you want me to keep going on? Do you the one then where they Togo? Do you want me to keep going on? So are you trying to how about we get into some history? Make we learn 1 or 2 things. Let me call in the griot to say hello to Una, and then we go sit down inside this talk proper.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you, Matilda. Alec, you go bring me back on social media because I don't talk and say when you they deal with people them where they refuse for understand, say knowledge is supreme and that information is the only power. Your Bible tells you that in the beginning there was the Word and the Word was with God. Your Quran tells you that before Muhammad could have got the Quran, he was told by Angel Gabriel, Jibrila, to read Ikra. You see, the problem with Africa is that we don't suffer so long a Holocaust that mentally we are properly destroyed now, and it will take time for make we come back. Look at the world around you. All the things that they kill we say for faith for buy. All the things the way people they go into politics for acquire, where we not able to think and make. Now knowledge they create them. Your cars, your aeroplane, your private jet, etc. When God wanted to create things, he said, let it be. The human being as the next to God, where we created in the image and likeness of God. Now we intelligence now for use for guide we self. But Sierra Leone, I don't know what in are the reason we make we not they come up on this ignorance. I don't they always talk and say we problem is socio-psychological. We politics, we lack of economic development and everything now because we social psychology is poor. This we for begin concentrate on Sierra Leone. Some of we don't talk, we don't talk. Who's I end? Na fitiai. You dey make like you sabi pass all man, you too rude. Well, I go keep me rudeness, Matilda. Now like you go bring me come na public. Otherwise, I not care anymore about Sierra Leone. You see that word where they talk say Fullah man a foreigner? I don't think the people they even know. Say the underlying DNA in West Africa, not only Sierra Leone, is basically Malinke Fulani. If you go to Nigeria, whether the person na Yoruba, whether na Igbo, when you do a DNA test of them people in there, you must find a DNA linked to one of them two groups in there. Because then two groups in there are the majority group of West Africa. Just like how you get the majority group of Central and Southern Africa as the Bantu. This is the genealogy of Africa. But you see, the greatest problem we get in Sierra Leone is the kind of education where the British be introduced to we not bother for change since independence. We are still learning to be servants, not to think, but to answer yes, sir. I like you get PhD, you are still a yes man because you don't know who you are. If you know who you are, you will stop being a yes man to your fellow human being. The Asians know who they are. That's why they are not yes men. South Americans know who they are. That's why they are not yes men. We moved away from we culture. We moved away from with genealogy. And here we are today. We they talk say this na foreigner, this na foreigner. As a matter of fact, before 1884-85, what you call Sierra Leone, Guinea, Liberia, no been they exist. You been get people and they live as kingdoms with diversity, like what you call Mano River Union today. Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and La Côte d'Ivoire was part of what was called the Koya Kingdom. And the Koya Kingdom being all the linguistic groups that we defend today within that region. And as you rightly say, Fulanese are all over Africa. In Sudan, in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Botswana, in Burundi, in Rwanda, the people who they call Tutsi, they are basically Fulani.
Yeah.
In South Africa, you have Fulanis. You even get Madingos then at them place, the way their language don't modify now, they don't forget them. Because migration had always been taking place. You understand? And when you look at West Africa, out of the 16 states in West Africa, at independence, over 5 of them were led to independence by a Fulani. Amadou Ahidjo of Cameroon was a Fulani. Modibo Keita of Mali was a Fulani. Okay? Leopold Sédar Senghor had Fulani connection, even though he was not wholly a Fulani, but he was not even a Wolof also. You see, the most unfortunate thing that happened to our country in 65 years is that we, the educated class, we're not concerned about development. We're concerned about aggrandizement. There is a difference between development and aggrandizement. Aggrandizement is yesterday I was a nobody. Let me kapu I want so I go be somebody today. Development, you dey build systems and institutions. You dey build ethical standards wey go sustain society forever and ever. And then 3 things here now that they make a country develop. Not almost money una dey play. Money is a medium of exchange. What develops a country? Build ethical standards. And your ethical standards have to be connected to your origins and your culture. There is no one hard and fast ethical standard. When you go to China, the Chinese ethical standard works for the Chinese because it's connected to their culture. When you go to America, the same thing applies. You come to Europe, the same thing applies. But in Sierra Leone, the unfortunate side is we have given and we still give education to colonize ourselves. Before 1961, we were colonized by a British bully called the governor. Today, we are colonized by ourselves by the people we call politicians. They are the new colonialists. That's the unfortunate side we are finding ourselves in. And now that the people don't reach what they call learned helplessness, now I make some man they say, we not care about national anthem, we for care for them. Because they tell you something about your origin. Now then think they forgive you the zeal for learn more and know about your past. Because when you know your past, you they know the mistakes of the past, then you're able to know what thing for do so you not go down the same lane. Because if you ask me, Matilda, the very reasons will lead with people to disruption, will make people then sell them brothers and sisters into slavery. Now they do 30 days. Now they do 30 days. Because we are refusing to learn. And again, we don't even know who we are. We are lost culturally. You see, colonialism is not the use of force to occupy a land. It's the input to occupy the minds of the people. And if you ask me, Sierra Leoneans are still colonized. We are mentally colonized. I make all them funny talk here.
Yeah. And so I guess 7 key questions then where I can ask. And for the audience, when I refer to you, I'm not saying you per se, I am saying for those who think, or to those who think. And then Mr. Jamboya will take in turn and answer then 7 questions there. But before we answer then 7 questions there, make we listen to the person who give we the privilege of ignorance. And I said the privilege of ignorance because waiting he say is birth completely out of ignorance. However, we also need to look at the psychosocial. What could have triggered her? Something triggered her. Somebody not they just wake no more, he say the kind thing them way he say. No. It is not, somebody not they just grab no more, he harbor that kind of hate, or people will call it hate, people will call it vexation, people will call it anger. That anger originated from a place of experience. What could have been that experience? We don't know. What triggered? What could have been that experience that have currently triggered this reaction? Per this person here, so we don't know. And the reason why I want to take me time for even remind us, even as we go through the 7 points there, so birth out of this person in reaction, we trigger this kind, vehement words them towards another human being or another tribe, when we can analyze their so now today. We remember we country in history. We remember we country in trajectory. And we for also remember say people have experienced it differently. So waiting go push me to the world, waiting go make somebody push me to the wall and I bounce back. Not going to make another person be pushed to the world, then bounce back. Right? The threshold are different. And I've been one of the reasons and they be make, I create this show for show we say salon indeed we all na one famble. And make we learn for tolerate we self small. Make we listen to or watch the video, and then there are 7 key questions that we're going to address.
The Quran says Fullahs are vagabond. They do not have a base. That's how when they thief, when they lie, they do drugs. No Fullah man will ever be president at salon. We craze. We not craze so. We don't ever be Fullah man president at salon. We not go say na sus we can make. For make sus and pleat wood. Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leoneans. It's not Fullah man. You are not part of our ethnic groups. Whenever we get some government, we dey pull on a commander with ethnic groups. Because we are thief man there, drug traffickers, liars, intruders, vagabonds. That's what I say. We dey bite una Fullah man will ever rule this country. We not go to Guinea. Guinea who stand and say una get, they not allow una. Not to craze for that we can allow Fullah man. You know, say they treat Julia at the SLPP. We don't give you Julia Jalo when a drug lord. Cherry Coco, one a snitch. Lie man, they're not born on a salon. When a feel say we go allow this, na lie. No Fullah man will ever be president at salon. Dry cough. Now Fullah man can dry cough na salon. They get dry cough. Because now wherever they sleep, under the cold. Now wherever they sleep. Who stand on the medical and they sleep. Now where? Why we don't can give una place? We want for take we country, but we don't wake up. How would they revisit the constitution for una sake? Because no Fullah man will come from Guinea or Futa or whose village will come on or whose bush will come on. You not supposed for buy land, you for lease. We they take all we land them. What them Fullah man they want to bring drugs to the country. Now drugs, Fullah man is selling Pekin for money. But when you the drugs Fullah, you papa come on a Guinea as slave. One secretary, one at on people them. The road who can't keep them out salon. Now I want thief for your country. Na lie. Alright, thief for country. And as command, God go punish and this one and next one. And as command, it shall not be well with you, your entire generation. For take with party, and I'm over to Fullah man. Fullah man like a cherry cocoa. Go put up for be running mates. We now come on a Guinea. They can't do drugs now the country. We now want people then. Na thief man then. You not thief man picking. They own a kind of salon. When I want thief, we can't.
Okay. So something definitely triggered this person. Like I say, remember, we Genesis. Salon we very complex at this point. All man are Chris man, all man are Chris woman. Let us accept it. And the reason why I say so, we are all traumatized one way or the other. Okay? That thing where go choke you for make you head begin shake. Not to the same thing go choke me for make me head begin shake. The threshold are different. The acceptance level are different. That is why time and time again, me on stand here has always been that we need to have a national conversation. Me on stand here has always been we need to have a national therapeutic session. Me on stand here has always been that, you know, we have a generation that is traumatized, that has birthed a traumatized generation, don't pass on the blood route to another traumatized generation, to another traumatized generation. So, you know, we all aid them, they shake one way or the other, right? So I asked again, what could have been the one single act or thing out of the trauma of this woman, right? I understand her name is Dolly Tarawali. Out of Madame Dolly Tarawali, where you know, she is so vexed. You can tell, say, she is vexed. You can tell, say, she is angered. You can tell for sure, say, all is not well. He made some serious fallacies then. Some serious fallacies them. Some serious, you know, mistake them. And waiting is say. We grew, you know, some technical difficulty. While we dey wait, I want make we replay that video day again for the audience. Okay, don't come back. So make we just hold. I go replay that video day again though. At the middle of
You
the
know, if
question.
not for me, you no need for replay, I don't hear it.
Yeah, no, sir. For the audience, I go replay at the middle of a question. So, based on this woman here in trigger or a reaction or whatever she said, I developed a set of questions where I'd already done send to Wigrio, but for the audience sake, I go ask them question yeah, so one by one. The first question where I ask now, can you cite the specific surah or ayat in the Quran that designates the Fullah or any specific ethnic group as the lowest of the low? Furthermore, how do you reconcile this claim with core Islamic teachings that specifically or that explicitly emphasize equality among all races and tribes? Sir, I go make you answer how this woman so waiting is say. Now we are going into, you know, I say maybe academia small, right? Religious and knowledge teaching. I don't ask the question. Do so you can help we clarify based on waiting is you because now educate now we dey try for educate.
You see, from listening to that lady, I see and listen to a traumatized and non-informed person they talk. There is nowhere in the Quran where they talk about specific tribes. The Quran, as a matter of fact, and the Bible are the same books written differently, structured differently. Okay? Maybe they talk about the hadiths of the prophets, they're not the Quran itself. The Quran as a scripture, which is what you see back of me. I get the Quran, I get the Bible, I get the Torah. I don't read the all three. Now the same book like the Bible. These are the types of people who are leading the world to a crisis where the world not ready for. And now we delay on that because there is nothing in the Quran we talk about Fulani or Madingo or Arab. Even the Arabs, they don't mention anything about Arab in the Quran because Islam is basically an Arabic religion. You understand? They don't mention anything but Arab. Let alone they go talk about Fulaman or Madingo or Chimini or Loko or Limba. You see, at times people like allow them vexation for take them to levels where go make the whole world molest them.
Right.
If people get respect for this woman, after now, then go get small respect for him. You know, one point where I want to make clear. If they talk say Fulaman not go ever be president in Sierra Leone. Does this woman know that the third head of state in Sierra Leone was a Fulani? Banja Tijansi. Sir Banja Tijansi, a typical Fulani, is the descendant of Malik C, the founder of Bundu, a Fulani kingdom in the Senegambia. The Sai of Pujang, now descendants of Malik C. Sir Banja Tijansi, whose son, Suleiman Banja Tijansi, was Secretary General of the SLPP, was a Fulani. Suleiman Banja Tijansi may have a mother who is non-Fulani, but he is basically Fulani. And we get several Fulanis them, we don't do well in salon politics, including the most recent speaker, Abbas Bundu. You see, when people talk, they get to find out. I want to play Give Me Chance, Matilda. Let me make it specific to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
The people them where they see as the key people in the SLPP today. I go assure you say 20 to 30% of them are Fulani, minus Julde. The Tunis family of Pujang are Fulanis from Mauritania. Okay? The Sharif family of Kailaun, they get very strong Fulani connection. Yusuf Sharif, etc., etc. And you know, I not like for be tribalistic, but I know say 50 to 60% of the people who they talk Mende, we get first name as their surname. And Fulanis them. They're Abdullah, them Brahma, etc., etc. This is the quagmire we say London Fanning Seffin. People don't know who they are. They don't. And I make they do all this thing they do. Fatima Bio has Fulani blood, let me say it. The Silas from Kumbisale in eastern Mali, they are Fulanis. And Fatima's connection to the Sila is very strong. We are the big Salon people. One of the reasons we make her keep quiet, and I say I go left for talking on social media, they don't make her so toxic and noisy that the nonsense when they talk, You they talk sense, nobody know they listen to you. So I wouldn't waste my time.
Okay. But we
Instead of
get series
people
of
and they talk,
questions
let them
then.
begin learn.
Yeah. But we get series of questions then where we don't put forward, where we want answer based on this video, yeah, so. And we go try for answer them. And then, as we dey answer them, as back we go to talk about the contributions of the Fulanese them, and even the one then where people then maybe might not even know that the root name, meaning the origin, the root name, the foundation name are birthed out of the Fulani lineage or the Fulani ethnicity or the Fulani lineage. So now some of them things they are so now in the degree or the pull and also right now for make una understand. You people came, or most of you came and assumed them being maybe Mendes, right? Or being maybe whatever tribe you think or thought they might be. But then you always get for go to the roots. You always get for go to the roots. You can't just how they can call themselves. You can't just you can't just come to the racing pantap. If you want to know how less cook, go under bottom power, the bottom crown, and they tell you the history and the genesis of how the rest take born. Right? So now the second question where we put forward Nayaso is now, what empirical evidence or data substantiates these swiping claims? If these statements stem from personal grievances, how do you logically justify projecting an anecdotal experience onto an entire demographic? I want to make you answer how easily it is that somebody in one experience
may you listen what
can
the woman
sleep.
talk, not so. We listen what
A
he talk
personal
and argue we
experience.
any evidence say what he they talk correct. Me they give evidence now, they give specific names. Ion talk where he talk, he say Fulaman a Guinea then come out, then come, then do work, then Fleetwood. Yes, there was a mass exodus of Fulani up from Guinea in the early and middle 60s up to the 70s. And then only can Sierra Leone, some went to Cote d'Ivoire, some went to Liberia, some went to Senegal, because they not been feel comfortable with what happened in Guinea about that time. But one thing that she failed to mention, amongst this batch of Fulanis that were migrating to them countries, yeah, you been get different cadres of Fulani. You be get the one that will get practical skills. When I then come with their auto mechanic, then thing and they, you been get the one that will not be get the skills. Now then be they come broke wood, go men cow na warrior, etc. Then you be even get the educated ones them will come, who were in the minority. Okay? But for me come broadly, now anyone knows I pulling data. Of course, the first misleading thing where not to in no more get the idea, and I'm glad the way make it clear at the beginning. Most Sierra Leoneans feel when they say Fullah man, na Guinean. Fulanese are all over Africa. Fulanese have become presidents in several African countries. Shehu Sagari of Nigeria was a Fulani. Sani Abacha, the Abacha where Solomon they praise, na Fulani. Murtala Muhammad was a Fulani. Senegal, they don't get over 3 or 4 presidents when a Fulani. Mali, they don't get several heads of states were connected with Fulani. Liberia, I don't know of any because Liberia for a long time, Now the Americo-Liberians, them in they rule up to the time of Samuel Doe. We get Charles Taylor. Okay? But there are Fulanis in Liberia who are Liberians. I know some of them. Fulani, they're all over Africa. So if this woman come with your own data, now he knows how he go pull on. And one thing I go say, we all get people that would don't offend we. You know me say
Exactly.
because Matilda offend me, I go say all Creole and I shouldn't turn.
Exactly.
I go
That's the
deal
point
with
I was trying.
issue on an individual basis. Would offend me, now I get problem with. I not get problem with a collective. One thing I
Right.
know, I was fortunate to grow up in a Sierra Leone where I mean they travel all over the country every year by the job where me people and they do. So I used to every tribe, every class, every clan. That's why I'm not tribalistic. I am not. I have friends across Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Okay? It's unfortunate Sierra Leoneans don't know Sierra Leone, so now I could they get all them problems here.
Exactly. And like I said before,
Pujaung, Matilda Pujaung. Now 3 sets of people and they all they talk Mende. Madingo, Fulani, and Galines. But they all they talk Mende today.
indeed.
When you go like
Exactly.
Kaila, you meet Kisi, you meet Fulani, you meet Konyaka. Then they call them say Kone Kane, they are Konyakas, Kalon na Konyaka, then they Guinea, then they Salone. So if we say for dreb all the Fulaman and a Salone, now begin remember the other one them would then say for dreb them. Because they say they get fambul then a Guinea.
Exactly. And so, and people then go ask, say, Matilda, why are you asking these sweeping questions? And why will you know for say this is not complete foolishness? No. I am asking these questions because I want some make we sit, reflect. Sometimes we need for think before we talk. Sometimes not to the slightest thing we go vex you, we go anger you. You see, social media has given people so much ammunition and things say just because they self make video and say something, it is something of intellect. It is something praiseworthy. Whereas sometimes that very thing then ain't go be you downfall. That very thing then ain't go be the ammunition where you go take for destroy yourself. People really need for take them time before they react. People are too reactive these days. Every small thing they don't take camera phone. Every small thing they don't take camera phone. For 2-3 likes, for 2-3 follow, you discredit yourself, you debase yourself. Because the kind eye now where people like go they take they look you, not to that kind eye they look you before. Maybe even the closest friend that you have, maybe in root name, in root origin na Fullah, and you didn't know. And so by you saying this nonsense that you don't spew now, then you put yourself in a very funny position. Before we replay the video again, we can ask a third set of questions. And question number 3 goes like this. When you use the word we, because say the moment where they use the word we, it means it's the inclusion of everybody. It means it's an agreement. It means consensus by using the word we. She did not say I, she said we. So I asked this question. When you use the word we, what specific collectives are you claiming to represent? Does this exclusionary we have any basis in the constitutional or legal framework of Sierra Leone? I want to make we answer that question this sir. Because he don't say we. We will mean for saying that the whole of Sierra Leone now he agree with what he say. Please, since I have a platform and I can speak for myself, I don't know what you talk about. Man, some of my best friends are foolers. Some of the people I sat in class with at convents, at Fullahs, some of my best time and best laughing moments were with my Fullah friends. Okay? Both at home, meaning that the side way I grow up, and also in school. Some of the friends that I have outside, na me social clubs then, were Fullahs. So when you say we, some of the people and we go can team up for me right now, if you dare touch me, trust me, they will be Fullahs because they are my bodies. I don't grow up with them. I have history with them. So do ya not put we all inside. Me, that we are not the inside. So sir, I don't ask a question. Can you answer?
You see, we first of all get to understand what he mean by we. One thing I know, the Sierra Leonean mentality, when they seek approval and protection, they make them plural or collective. Okay? We not go agree. We not go agree, no mean say, na all man no agree. It means
Yeah.
say, it want people them for join them say we not agree. We sabi gaslight people them. That's when we use plurals. We won't forget people them for support we. They say we. But as a matter of fact, the we that she meant, which I believe, is that I am talking about myself. I not agree. But I will make sure say other people then join me, let no agree. You know, Sierra Leone, we home. We sabi Sierra Leone. And me, Sierra Leone, man, no, they lead music no and go Matilda. Now we, not to, now not blame anybody for them. And I even want to make this point clear. Because this is what is also deeply embedding itself in the politics of Sierra Leone today. One man, the grab, he talking Rotorata, he use the plural we, then people and they react to that. Una yerotina mende then say, una yerotina not man they talk. Hear the other men they talk. Hear the other team they talk. Yeah, me are the big salon people them. After 65 years of Dandogo business, law begin think now. Because the reason you make so now because we don't allow Dandogo business for control with minds. We know they look at things critically and logically. And people who look at things critically and logically soon become the enemy of society. Because people then they use their pronouns and other within them forget cheap support when they want to achieve their ulterior aim. It's high time people begin to understand this. And this is very popular with we politicians. They will come and preach to you. We're not going to agree on this. When I be president, we're going to do this. When you reach there, they do worse than it we condemn. Yes. And that's what this lady is using now. She is seeking sympathy for heat up hatredness against Fulani. And if you check on good one, you ask his name, he do DNA test, sometimes get Fullah DNA. You don't know.
Yes, I am. It's quite possible.
Yes. Because in first fiber Fulani. Look in first.
Yeah. Okay, so before we play the video, we can address one. That way they go don't put we at the half point mark because there are 7 questions that we get of this whole thing. The other questions that we asked based off of this video was are the Fullah people not legally or historically recognized as Sierra Leonean citizens? Why are you conflicting a distinct ethnic heritage with a lack of national civic rights?
I will answer that question, Matilda, by talking a little bit about my family lineage. The Jalo Jamborias, where now we been get Fullah tongue, along with some other Fulani them. Then the greater part of what they call Frobe today. I've been Jalo Jamboria, Ba, and other Fulani them been did it. When the Bambara people migrate from Senegambia, then can sit down at Cambia, now the university, and then we get problem there with the British. Then they migrate can Freetown. Now amongst the Fulani, then they can live. That area where they read magazine court.
Yes, sir.
From magazine court to Sackville Street. That area of Freetown is called Bambara Town. That water we come up from the college campus under them bridge na Godrich Street, Abacha Street, then he go down Sopituaf, behind Eastern Police. Now they call Bambara Spring. What you make they go from Bambara? I want this porcelain no say Fullah and other people them from Senegambia and inner part of Guinea and even Mali had come to Sierra Leone since the days of Pedro da Sintra. Now history then tell you about Pedro da Sintra is not complete. Because after Pedro da Sintra, other travelers like Christopher Columbus, Americo Vespucci, the one that been they go India, they all been they come at the port of Freetown. The port of Freetown had been known a long time ago, say, now the only natural harbor in Africa. When them in the Eastern sailboat, they would seek a rough breeze they blow, then they can have Freetown for can wait until the breeze quiet. Then they can they back for buy water, for buy supplies, for food, etc., etc. So people then begin come up line and all over West Africa for can trade. And since that time, Fulanese had come to Sierra Leone, that place what they call Fullah today, now been worried. When they travel almost months, almost days, then they can they, now they then the day, then keep them cow, when boats come, then go do business. The Kisi themselves been get their own place by George Brook, now they then call Kisi Tongue. The men they then get their own Ginger Hall. Almost Sierra Leoneans know this. Freetown had always been a cosmopolitan place. By then, it was not called Freetown, not to be one settlement. Okay? Pademba Road is the name of a Fulani chieftain who been lived in that area, Pademba. It's good this woman said this thing. We go forgive him because he give we chance for educate ourselves. But I go advise him next time we want talk, let's find out. The great grandpa, Alimami Umar Jalo Jamboria, was an interpreter for the British. He educated himself. He could speak English, Arabic, and French. He became an interpreter. After he left, now he worked for French company, CFAO. Before he became Fullah tribal head. I am the fourth generation educated Jalo Jamboria. And I born Usauna they call PCMHT, the cottage hospital. So if you say Fullah man a foreigner, drop me, boo. Look me, drop me. Let us you say they go.
Aye, go tight, he go tight. Anyway, so we can replay the video again, and then we go ask we final sets of questions then, and then give we final concluding thoughts to this piece. And again, like I say, now the reason then this way make I create the show Salone we all na one famble for make we see the genealogy, we lineage, how we all interconnected one way or the other. And so when we speak out of order, like when this woman do so, I go like way anybody when they watch this show or go watch this show afterwards with Sabian, make you send this video to him. Because I think say in quiet moments, if you listen to all waiting we don't talk na ya, in self go learn one or two way in no be no. Let us watch the video again.
The Quran says Fullahs are vagabond. They do not have a base. That's how when I get when they thief, when they lie, they do drugs. No Fullah man will ever be president of Salone. We craze. We not craze so. We not ever be Fullah man president of Salone. We not go say na susu na can make. For make sus and pleat wood. Sierra Leone is for Sierra Leoneans. It's not Fullah man. You are not part of our ethnic groups. Whenever we get some government, we dey pull on a commander with ethnic groups. Because we are not thief man there. Drug traffickers, liars, intruders, vagabonds. That's what I say. We dey bite una Fullah man go ever rule this country. Una go na Guinea. Guinea who stand and say una get. They not allow una. Not a craze for that we can allow Fullah man. You know, say they treat Julia and the SLPP. We don't give you Julia Jalo when a drug lord. Cherry Coco, one a snitch. Lie man, they're not born on a salon. When a fisa will allow this, na lie. No Fullah man will ever be president of Salone. Dry cough. Now Fullah man can dry cough na salon. They get dry cough. Because now wherever they sleep, under the cold. Now wherever they sleep, who stand on the medical and they sleep. Now where? Why we don't can give una place? Una want for take we country, but we don't wake up. How would they revisit the constitution for una sake? Because no Fullah man will come from Guinea or Futa or whose village will come on or whose bush will come on. You not suppose for buy land, you for lease. Would they take all we land them? What them Fullah man, they want to bring drugs to the country. Now drugs, Fullah man is selling Pekin for money. But when you the drugs Fullah, you papa come on a Guinea as slave. One secretary, one at on people them. The road who can't keep them out Salone. Now I want for your country. Na lie. Alright, if you country. And as command, God go punish and this one and next one. And as command, it shall not be well with you, your entire generation. For take with party, and I'm over to Fullah man. Fullah man like a cherry cocoa. Go put up for be running mates. We now come on a Guinea. They can't do drugs now we country. We now want people there. Na thief man there. You not thief man picking. They want a kind of salon. When I want thief we country. The Quran say.
Quite interesting. You know, I don't go call the person, but one of the biggest and most respected professors them and lawyer them now the International Criminal Court. Now the International Criminal Court, one of the biggest, most respected lawyers them and professor now the International Criminal Court. Na Kabbalah komot. In papa na chief. Na a Fullah. And guess what? If behind my back you called my husband and you say Uda na one of him closest party, you were in closest party. Now that person their name they call. And that person their name they call. Like we are so close to the point that if he is in town, me man no say I not get in term because he no say me pal day in town. Like we are just palling. He's a Fullah. 2 and 2, Mama Fullah, Papa Fullah. Representing Sierra Leone. And I can go on and on and on and name so many others. So we get to be very, very careful the way how we treat people out of your own personal grievance or anger. The question we birthed out of this was, what, and sorry people if I use big English word, but for contextualize certain things, sometimes you have to use the right words. What epidemiological data or historical medical records prove that the Fullah tribes introduced this illness to Sierra Leone? Are you aware that blaming marginalized group for disease is a well-documented historical xenophobic, trough?
Angela,
Yes, sir.
minus being born in a line where don't live in Sierra Leone since God knows when. I come up from a family where basically medical. My grandpa, my mama, my papa, they were all in the medical profession. I grew up in a medical home. When I've been there with my grandpa na Songo, when I've been the dispenser there, and I believe say anybody who born as Songo, we know Songo, a must not hear but Pajalo, when I've been dispenser na Songo. Okay? He had all the medical books them, and then this and then I never they grain the medicine. They mix
Yeah.
some and bottle and give people. Then tell them take 2 teaspoons, 2 tablespoons or so time a day. Then we get that one for so food with them the grain with them put the bun. You not ever read a book with them tell me say dry coffee tribal. I know say then sickness then they then belong to certain climate, certain sickness they will belong to certain genealogy. Like a sickle cell, you hardly find them in the Caucasian race.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like Delek today, with the hear about people and they suffer from leukemia. In the past, it was thought to be a Caucasian disease. You understand? Well, of course, food and other things, chemicals, don't they change a lot of dynamics, health dynamics in the world. But
Yeah.
for make this woman can say, now Fulamaka would dry cough. Dry cough me done the salon long before Fulani come out Guinea can salon. Dry cough me done the long before Mendeman come out Bambara and Burkina Faso can say salon. Dry cough me done the long before Timniman come out Futa Jalon can salon. Dry cough me done the long before the Bambara and Jula, then come out Senegambia can salon or Yoruba can salon. You know, as I say in the beginning, it's unfortunate she's using her vexation in a very uninformed way. Maybe Fulamanda offend them. Maybe Fulamanda offend them. And looking at her also, I see much of a Fulani than any other race or any other tribe. So I go advise her, like, take patience and find out something a Fulani. I don't hold anything against her. I do well for make this expose that we can see don't talk. Another thing I will say, and I want to get unclear, and let Sierra Leoneans get unclear. The majority of ruling houses in Sierra Leone, over 50% of them get ruling. The chieftaincies in Sierra Leone, I mean, over 50% of them get Fulani ruling houses. That's a fact. I want people to go and find out and can't say, now lie, I've been lie. Over 50% of the ruling houses in Sierra Leone, the chieftaincies in Sierra Leone, I'm sorry, they get Fulani ruling houses. Maybe today, because they know they use Jalo, Ba, Se, Lee, what is a song? Now I make people learn no say na Fulani there. Their names have been modified. I will tell you some families will get very strongly about Fulani link. The Navos, the Makavuri. Look at them. People need to find out. We don't lose track of who we are. Now all that make with the fet we serve. All that make with the fet we serve, brother, the fet brother, sister, the fet sister. Because we don't know that will be any. Fulanis have never been strangers in what we call today Sierra Leone. And as a matter of fact, the last year I will let this woman know and let Sierra Leoneans know. That Citizenship Act where the British they make, where we only don't modify from paternal to maternal, but at the same structure, it was not done out of accident. We then say, somebody can be a citizen of Sierra Leone by birth if the parents, the papa, before Ahmed Tijan Kaba convert him to the mama, if the papa now of the Negro African descent, that word Negro African descent is willful. It is willful in the sense that they recognize that place we call Sierra Leone. You get people that will get connection to all over West Africa and even beyond in Africa. That's why even when they do the amendment, then keep the Negro African descent, then change them from paternal to maternal. And I want to make a clear, finally say, my great-grandfather, Alhaji Umar Jallo Jamboria, influenced that. Like he influenced the establishment of Amaraya School at Fullah Town. Yeah. Some of the people they don't do great things for Sierra Leone. So if you not dread Fulama, una dread Wibo. No, they don't dread me as alone. I make her they know we.
The next question where they can ask now, under what specific Sierra Leonean law is any citizen, including those of Fullah descent, prohibited from purchasing properties? Are you openly arguing against the constitutional right to equitable land ownership?
That question, if you answer, I'm going to be careful. Let people not misunderstand the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, there is no law prohibiting people from owning land in Sierra Leone, whether a citizen or non-citizen. Okay? What in the law prohibits, and that was during the time of Albert Magai, when they passed that law there, but it don't become dormant and voting self. They prohibit Lebanese and other non-citizens from doing retail trade They say Lebanese and other non-citizens can do wholesale, then the citizens for buy from them. That was in trying to protect citizens to be part of the economic circle. You understand? But what did the Lebanese then do? Then bypass that. Now I make them begin encourage street trading. That street trading, now they begin. Then the salon people and they can and give them small goods and sit down before them shop. Because it was difficult to sell wholesale.
Wholesale.
Now the street trading begin. We don't take over free also. These are facts we don't know. The facts that we need to know, because when you know these things, you'll be able to address them and control them. The second law
Right.
we then passed at that time was that transportation of goods can only be done by Sierra Leoneans, not non-Sierra Leoneans, because they wanted to encourage Sierra Leoneans to go into the transport sector. But for say any law say non-Sierra Leoneans not for own property in Sierra Leone, that law no they Sierra Leone. You know, the British never had it. After independence, we never get them.
Exactly.
So that answers your
Well,
question.
exactly. I know for say there was a time when Creoles them not be allowed for buy land or for own
After
land.
Songo, after Songo, after Songo, and I go tell you the reason. Because I make us say, okay, for be careful how they answer. But I think they don't come with a new land law. We don't change that.
Yes.
When the British been they give independence, they wanted to create this divide and rule continuity so that we go left the factory self, then they eat the meat, then they can't take with diamond and we gold, they go with them. They make one law for the colony say you can get freehold of land. Whereas the law of the provinces, which is the natural law, the customary law, the land belongs to the people, but it is under the trusteeship of the chief and the council
Cheap.
of rulers. That not mean say they not been they allow people forget land upline. No, no people there, not to be people of their areas, and they then get land. I go give you an example. One Dr. Morgan, where at one point that be minister of
Yeah, no worry,
finance,
Nami great grandpa. I know the story.
I
You
found
don't
in
need
the
for
stomach. You understand? He been get land na Bombali. Another create them we been get land upline. You see, as I begin, now knowledge make the world. If we don't go and find out what we need to know, we go always they do things wrongly. Why we ever stop people for own land upline? What's in normal upline? Where you go, there were certain traditional rights way for do for make them give land. And when they give the land, it's like now lease you they lease the land. Not that way you picking and they inherit. But
yeah,
now, when they don't modify the law, you picking and can inherit land upline or anywhere in Sierra Leone.
yeah.
Now I make they don't take all we land in Akoya, they don't sell them. But let them wait when I cancel law, they go take all me land back.
Ah, you don't
I
tell
hear
you
you say
now. You
Songo,
don't tell you now.
they
B
don't
for
sell
one.
Songo, half of Songo. I get all
B
the
for one
conveyances,
though.
let them they sell no more.
B for one. The grill don't tell you now. Say when you come back, they can't get all the land them back. All right.
Let them
So the
try no
final
more. I get all
question.
me conveyances.
The final question will emerge out of this video. Yeah. So now, when you claim they are stealing the country, what specific economic metrics or legal definitions of theft are you using? How do you logically distinguish between a group's successful participation in legitimate commerce and stealing?
See, it is human to blame others for our failures. What he make us say so, even this racism, all them xenophobic things the way they go around the world, who are the people promoting them? Those who have failed in their own natural environments. It is also human for people to travel out and make great effort to succeed. You find out, say, all over the world, people that don't do well are people that migrate. Just like all over the world, people that they do all the nonsense and begin preach racism, now people that relax. Because then they follow a natural axiom. We say fear is inimical to progress as is to civilization. Individually, if you relax too much, you deteriorate. The Fulanis came to Sierra Leone. Some came from Guinea in the 60s and 70s. They begin cut wood and they sell this, sell that. One thing about the Fulani we Sierra Leoneans get for land if they want to make progress, and it's also with Nigerians. The Igbo and the Yoruba get that same tradition. The Fulani then they make progress by cooperative venture. What you call Osusu.
Osusu, yeah.
Osusu. They come together, then put the money. One person go buy, then can, then shape, then sell. Or then they employ the young one, then they control certain shops. After some time, then say, go married. We married, then say, all right, take this shop, but go they monitor you. After 1 year, 2 years, then she say, you don't learn the game, then say, okay, you control your business now. That's why some of these guys that came in the 60s, who were ordinary woodcutters, today they don't grow rich. Me on Fullah man, I left I go land book today the fed for gentry. You see, I did this education are lucky. It's a joke, but it's a fact. These people, because of their cooperative attitude, now I make them they make progress. Sierra Leoneans have the opportunity to do the same, especially us in the diaspora. But are we ready to unite for that purpose? The best the Sierra Leonean can do, call a party today and they go buy clothes and can dance. Because we like for sure we say fleck out and call our board peacock. Fulanis them now then discipline and then culture of cooperative business engagement now make them grow. Instead of we vexed for that, and when person get money, get right for buy party. Person get money, get right for spend them for something they feel say useful for your own future. And when you look at the properties that the Fulani and they buy in Sierra Leone, then they buy properties from Sierra Leoneans who have failed to look at collective progress. But now things not fine for them. You get also not getting for it. You say, Bola, sell this house. Rather than with a cost Fulani, let we change with perceptions. Let we change with beliefs. I don't they always talk this. Now we believe with perceptions. Now I don't create that attitude where they hold we back. Just like in as much as we politicians them, not a look at how to create a collective nation, there are times I don't blame them for what is happening. I'll be honest. I'll be realistic. Change is a collective process. Within the family, the husband, the wife, the pikin, and then get for work together, then get the same vision and same mission, they work collectively. That home they go before. But if everybody say they do for himself, then you know they go before. And this is one of the key challenges we have in Sierra Leone. Rather than with a curse and blame, let we take the spirit of competition. If you come out stand up Mabolonto, una attending now we come out stand up Mabolonto, una put una money together, una begin do business. 5-10 years down the line, una self they get money. Then I begin challenge the Fullah man them. But you know, because you don't waste your time.
Recently, I get a similar story where, you know, somebody, and this happened na me on, how they call them, around my neighborhood, right? You know, I talk to a family member, and then I ask, you know, sometimes I ask what's going on here, how this person is doing, how this person is doing, and then this my family member don't vex, my cousin they vex. He say, Mati, he say, but I don't like waiting they happen. He say, you know so and so and so us. I say yes, I remember. He say, you know so and so and so us again. I say yes, I remember that us thing. He say, guess waiting. I say waiting. He say, Mati, you don't go believe. Na Fullah man then get her now. Now I say host then na, and I was very vocal. I said host then I create them from waiting me member. Now I say yes, Mati. Say indeed na create host them. Now I say so what happen? He say na so and so he say you know cut so and so and so. I say yes. He say in Pekin I buy the house. You know cut off so and so and so. I say yes. Now I say I'm like, well, if they sell and give, it means that the family is no longer interested in their property, and they sell and give the person where they want. Now I say no, nothing happen. I say okay, wait happen. Now I say you see so and so and so also. I say yes. He say, well, pass so and so been they go take omole. Been they go take mega pack. Been they go take mega pack to koto so and so and so. And been they go take this to koto so and so and so. Now I say, first of all, you now say, so what happen? Now I say, well, they don't take. He say, so one day I koto say, well, pa, all the take what you don't take to me then years they are so. Now so it don't amount to. He say, now he tell and say, well, you go get for pay or because not for free, because me I they pay you rent 2 months done. He say, now think and panting. Next thing, he say, cut or say, well, until you get book enough for pay waiting you don't owe. Now he say, Martin, you see how they take? Now I say, no. I say, cause you know for vex. I say, because you see me, oh Matilda. Or me on granny we men me, no go ever go lend sideway, you no go able put back. I say first of all, if you, the person at the end of the day, they pay you us rent, then you feel to say because you the rent to them, or you that means say waiting there and in shop you entitled for go take them and you not pay. I say, guess what? He's not running a charity, he's running a business. So if all the years there, so you not check yourself, and then he can call some kind sober million that you aid, where you know for say you generation yet unborn, not go able to pay. Guess what? Business is business. So if unu si don't say, unu allow pega pack for buy una inheritance, you cannot blame Koto for that. Hey, Mati, this you wait man business here, so don't cloud your judgment. I'm like, okay, can you pay? You cannot
Right.
pay. So some of them things so don't they happen na salon where me don't they report. But there is a history to it. You cannot fleet people. Maybe they are fleeting each other somehow because they don't see you weak points and they know for say at some point you not get any other option. But then I said to them, here's the biggest lesson. The biggest lesson is that therefore teach the Creole people, they say, unu continue live how una they live. Creole man, or they go big. You know they go trust. And if they trust, he go trust to young company Creole man. So maybe if unu land and then maybe unu Creole us they no go. But if unu no land and unu continue for the go take to Koto, no say Koto get in book and in pen and paper outside the write and down. And when he writes and down, there will come a time where himself go threaten because he's not running charity. He's running a business. So to all the Creole people, them in Creole dom, one no for say una go they watch me and say this speaking, this speaking, this speaking, this week Creole speaking. I don't talk and done. If unu no one make unu
Matilda,
host book then go, unu no go to a Spega Park. Yeah? Now the word that.
Matilda,
Yes, sir.
if I can add on that, who say me and you dey so?
Yes, sir.
The houses them and the property they will get. Now loan we take not so.
Yes, sir.
If you not pay, then they can't take an iron.
Exactly.
If you get for pay any other person, you refuse for pay 'em. That person they take legal action. If they go to court, then they give instruction say that man in property we get, let them take and sell him. Then take the money you get for pay that man, the balance then get. They're not the only you. This is the reality of life. Another thing I think say we need forget, we get for make peace with Sierra Leone is that life is not a journey of dependency. Life is not a journey of free gifts. You get for maintain certain standards for make you get comfort in life.
Yeah.
If you will get your country, unable come together and create enterprise, we go make unable sustain yourself. That man doing the enterprise, you they go take from him. You expect that man for the give you no more line broke down like yourself? And if your person put you for pay him, if you not get to pay him, everywhere on earth, the law they allow the person for confiscate a property of similar value as to what you get for pay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
We
And so
we
for
get
me,
for
I've
change
always
with
said,
beliefs. We
because
get
it
for
was
change with
like,
beliefs, Matilda.
absolutely. And because it was like, cause you took pass smack. I said, no, not to pass smack. Cause I told you I go talk. I said, when growing up, me not be even sabi Creole man for drink omole or for drink pega pack. I know they drank gin and whiskey and they drank God to man, mampama. That's what I knew they do. So if they don't descend to that point there, I'm like, I am sorry. You did the crime, you must serve the time. That's it. Me no go vex pandande. I no go vex pandande at all. So for
You
wrap up
see,
this whole thing,
as you they talk this thing, if I can make a statement,
yes, sir.
this for make we get the awareness say, united we are stronger. If you they get sympathy for that Creole man, we don't find himself in that condition. The solution is get the Creole Descendants Union for come up with a project or an initiative we go make una begin protect una interest, una establish
Exactly.
business where the business want them, then go make profit and pay back into the union.
Yeah.
Not if I go buy cabas, not and kotoku no more they dance. No left dance. You don't dance too much. So no man to like
I
dance.
agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. And now some of the initiative them they with the young one and they try for bring on board and say,
Everybody
listen,
emphasize
we
now,
are just
Matilda.
as astute because people then get this notion say Creole people then are just book number. No, some of the wisest
No.
traders that I
Matilda,
know in
Matilda,
history
Matilda.
were
Let me help,
Creoles.
let me
Make I
help
tell
you.
you.
Let me help you. Let me help
History
you.
go show una wetin happen to the Creole there even upline. If you sabi una history very well, some of the wisest, most astute, most vigorous, most whatever traders then they are Creoles. Trust me.
Matilda, let me help you in that.
Yes, sir.
The Creoles them will be come, especially those who later came, will be get direct connection with parts of Africa. They were more business-like. Then venture upline. As a matter of fact, the Creole them first been be the interpreters between the British and the people upline. Some settled there, some born picking and they. Then picking and they then they the connections then they. Who side the Creole can get them problem na panda hot tax war. The people upline blame the Creole say, now then they take sides with the Whitman. The Whitman then blame Creole say, now Creole make the people rise against them. And from that time, this is a fact Sierra Leoneans don't know. The British
Yeah,
started sabotaging Creole.
that's true.
The British then sabotaged Creole. Even before independence, the Creole wanted the Western area as a separate country. What did the British then do? Then create a two-state mentality, then bring we together. And take it in
Yeah,
and they affect we so.
affect we very badly.
These are some of the hard facts we need to know. Not of what they go and talk no more, they go and talk. Talk is cheap. Find out before you talk. Some of you know salon. That's why at times when some of you they talk, people then feel say we too harsh. Not to harshness. Now the hard reality. Like here, because the way you begin tell her what you get for tell her when at the hard reality, she felt you were too harsh, too harshness.
Yeah,
In this life, if you don't accept what is wrong about you, you will never make progress.
that's right.
You got to
That's
accept
right.
first and foremost, say, I get this weakness. You say, okay, what I go do for left arm? You left arm, then you they make progress.
Exactly. Well, so we auntie, we sister, we mama, we wife, we pikin. I hope say this show ya so I do so today. When you get for see am, hopefully somebody share am with you wey sabi you. It give you a bit of insight, perspective into who we are as Sierra Leonean. And the reason we make we all na one family, no matter who side we comot, no matter who side we think say we comot, or no matter who side we dey go, the genealogy, where we look at the root, we all na one family, yeah. That is why recently, Idris Elba would go on to do 2 times in DNA, 2 times. Salone not even surface. Now in DNA origin. It tell we say there is something much more deeper to us as a human species than this thing also where we dey claim, where we dey hold on to. So please, me go say me mama, let sleeping dog lie. try for educate yourself small na that country there where you call your country of home, and know how, you know, collectively we all na one. As we dey go inside the 65 year of Salone, as a young girl, there were many women in Sierra Leone that I looked up to. Because me na been one of the young girl, the young pikin them in my convent days, we been fortunate for rub skin with the likes of the late Madam Afsatu Kaba, you know, the late, you know, Madam Patricia Kaba, and the late Madam, you know, Dillsworth, and so many other people there. I was that fortunate child. And so I watch these women, I rub skin with them, so conferences then they will attend with them. You know, I was one of the girls at St. Joseph's where been they go up na lodge. Na Madam Patricia Kaba and Os. You know, she went to convent. And me, for me, one of the reasons why I was always invited there. You been get special program then we been they do for young Peking them with you know, young girls them with Afsatu Kaba and stuff. The reason why I was there, one, I been they represent Sierra Leone now the Youth World Food Forum always. And then secondly, because I spoke fluid French when the late Madam Patricia Kaba in Can Convent, always na making day with him because she spoke French. She loved the fact that there was a student at St. Joseph's where, you know, can just kill the French language. That was one of the reasons why I was so close with her. And then after, obviously, I left. I be young. I left, come back, do from 3, 4, 5, left again, you know. And then when I was doing my master's, obviously, I go Salone, spend several months then at Salone, and get the opportunity for rub skin with the new cohorts, right? The Zainab Sharif, attending, they actually done the not Zainab, Zainab Bangura, right? She was in office then in politics, and you know, the likes of Madam, you know, Nimata Tejex Walker, the likes of late Madam Thomas, Bata Thomas, we die, the likes of, you know, Irene, waiting I name self, Irene Kagbo, late Irene Kagbo. I can name so many people then where I was privileged to encounter, including the former First Lady, Sia Nyamakoma, several programs them of hers that I attended, and including meeting the then president because of my involvement with the 50-50 group, the then President Anesco man, one-on-one. And so then people and then woman then they, you know, Dr. Aisha Fofana, you know, who is still a mentor of mine, still, you know, then woman then they, now they make some of we wanna they see so right now, the fierceness, the boldness and everything. That's how all of that came about, people. That's how all. Sometimes it naturally they inside you, but there are also people that you surround yourself with or that you are exposed to. That way they bring even you innate abilities them out, right, on you. So when you see this Matilda here, get to understand, say, it don't walk na the shoulders them and on the path of many great women them. Me not can let for sit down I also and talk. Because I know say some people then I take those experiences, I am grateful for them, and me in me only to corner they do me own part. But when at Sierra Leone at 65, I see somebody where, trust me, I have seen her in action, vigor and strength. They say the type thing the way they say now. you begin to ask yourself some questions. So I want make we play the first, make we just listen to an interview where Madam Nimata Tejex Woka give to Liberty. More listen to the first 10-15 minutes of that interview there, because it tells you everything you need to know about the current climate that we are in. People and when they advocate, people and when they then are the forefront, they talk about women's rights, women's empowerment, women's inclusion. If someone like this at her age, having experienced everything she has experienced, at this point can say such, then waiting with the young one then foresee. Matilda, why are you not coming to Sierra Leone? Matilda, why are you not in Sierra Leone? There is a because. If that because wasn't there, out of Convent 160 they so waiting make me self no for don't go tell him. Class of 97, I led my class. I was right at the front, leading my class to march out. Okay? I led my class to march out 1997. But here I am. Make we listen.
I'm fine. I'm trying to be good. And quiet.
You look good as always.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Funnily, most of the women they get at this show recently, the first question Raki asked, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them they say they try.
That's how they try you. In this climate, that's try no more you get for try. Especially if you're an activist. Because you have to hang every day. You're afraid for talk. You're afraid for doing anything.
And a lot of people, they look for you. Where women, they like Nimata Magic Swaka, especially now, where women in the feel like sending an account at it.
Tell us that they're afraid. My husband, before he died, been on time, he said, no, to you are now, woman, shut up. Because he see the climate. Then tell the woman, they go take permission, they go permission for protest, but don't pass. We on time don't pass. Who told me they go all? I remember the last placard were all na bondo the bond poor. That's in the protest for I think that this woman we just died. Na atima before parliament Adwam. But now are afraid for talk.
The society don't become too sensitive to
very sensitive. Very I don't know if na social media now cause that. But very, very sensitive. So plenty of we now they hesitate to they talk. First of all, we feel free for talking to like, especially when they know they give you permission for protest. I don't know why. They say for security. I don't know whether because of the war or whatever, but I mean, it's scary. I am scared, to be honest. But I make plenty to when they call me another Greek. I don't know why a Greek can save this thing.
Because I'm special. Wow, a lot they happen.
Oh, yes.
Currently.
Oh, yes.
You know, one of the activists, before we come into this conversation, they do research.
Okay.
So many things come up about you.
Really?
When they say women's rights activists, people always start the movement. And you first they come up. And then you be so energetic.
Oh, yes.
Despite whatever odds they come your way. But you be the team up for women then.
Oh, yes, of course.
But
and I still try to. In my own quiet way. I didn't want behind the scenes no more because I'm scared, to be honest with you. In this climate, I'm scared. You understand?
Then we can talk about the current state of activism, especially women them, where they're in the same space where you don't serve many, many years ago. And you don't see so many governments.
Yeah.
And this current climate, most of the women they talk to, they're scared.
We are all scared. Are you not scared? You una get mind some of the things una they talk safe. And they admire una. But me scared though. Me they afraid. You see, there is so much impunity now. Then thing they are we posting the go courts for 9 term, then refuse you bail. You understand what I mean? Because you know flights, because you be refused, because you been all of that they make us scared. I don't want for go to jail. I don't want to be, I don't want to, I don't know what I'll say that will annoy people.
You think this regime go get my put you in a jail?
Of course, they can do anything if I mistake talk. Now make and I get to be guarded as to what you say. I mean, to be very fair, women have to be guarded. They have to be careful. We all for know. We all for be sensitive to the climate, the toxic climate to the now. We have to be guarded in what we say.
When I say activist, you need to be fearless.
You should be fearless.
Work within the laws.
Yes.
But how this activism go work now? If woman like you, when a trailblazer, they advise woman like we now, within the space, for be careful.
Well, you have to be careful because nowadays, I don't say the theory economy pass all. When you go for go take permission for protest, they are saying no. Blatant no. Without any, they say for security reasons. For so many years now, that has been going on. That alone has something for make you scared. You understand what I mean? So you don't know what will happen during the protest. You don't know what you will say during the protest. We will make they arrest you. So now that make me afraid. I don't know about other women, but I am scared. I am guarded. I know say I no go talk Christine the one for talk, but still I'm scared. I'm scared to be in that space. Tell me the women they own placard the island abondo the bond power and anything in it. You mean say me go get in mind for do anything now? No, I didn't afraid lie no lie.
What's indifferent with the leadership?
Well, I don't know.
You don't see the government of late former President Kappa, transition to former President Kouma, transition to this current regime.
Yes.
What's really different?
Well, this current regime, they're afraid. They say because of the war, because of insecurity, they know they give permission for protest.
Is that justifiable?
Well, that for them it is justifiable. For me, I don't see and so. But I cannot challenge them. Who am I to challenge them? Who am I to challenge? I would like to go to the Inspector General and say, please give us permission to protest. Please give us permission to do this and that and the other. But will he listen? Who am I to say that to him? You understand? It's difficult. It's difficult. Who will tell them? Who will get them to listen? And if that is happening, the fact that they don't give you permission to protest means you have to be careful about what you say. You can. It's difficult for me to say the truth, to say the hard facts, to express how I feel. I have to be very careful. I'm not a flippant one. I will not say flippant things. I will not just stand up and say flippant things. What I would like to say, I would like to object to certain things. But I am guarded. Let me put it that way.
But now so democracy supposed for it?
Well, we are in a very fragile democracy. This is not a proper democracy. We're in a very fragile democracy. We just have to accept the situation as it is. There's very little we can do about it, you know. You have to accept the situation as it is. We don't want to be in trouble. Nobody wants to be in trouble. I don't know. They have their reasons why they are not allowing people to protest. They say it's for security reasons. I don't know why, but then we just have to accept it. It's unfortunate because in a democratic society, we should have our rights. What we tried to do when I set up the 50-50 group was to give women voices. And most of the women that I trained said to me, Nimata, if not to be you, I know before they talk na public. Now you make a talk na public. Those were the things that gave us the fire to continue. You understand what I mean? But now that even Nimata is scared to talk in public, how can you continue? Although that's assuming that we have not continued. We have continued to train our women. We have continued to explain to them about their right to take part in politics, about how to deal with the media, about how to speak in public. We've continued to give them the skills, you know. And then we just know that we have to guide them, that they have to be guarded in this climate. Let's end it there.
Anthony Ma, how you they feel somebody will be full of fire, somebody will be full of energy, somebody will not be a fearless women's rights activist. You they call things as they are. You they call the most powerful out if you do something wrong. You they now Akisina, you lowest.
Of course.
Tell me how it feels talking about
this.
this
It feels bad.
issue.
It feels terrible. The very first time I had an interview with Lima, I never ever forget. I had an interview, I think, on 98.1, when this government's come into power. I don't know what he has say. He interpreted as politicizing it. So I explained to her, I said, "Bo, me don't pick up phone at 10 and then so you mistake who now deputy minister that you make. You don't make full ministers there. So do I check him?" I actually phoned him and told him that when he been try for increase the number. I said, "You promise to say the increase about." I do that to have something. I've asked for Kaba, I don't call her almost him. You understand what I mean? So, but now anything you say is politicized. So it was since that interview that I started guarding myself. You understand? You know, I don't go ever forget who we grab. We decided we go invade the Constitutional Review Commission. We go with banner. We go present a position paper. It was taken nicely. Nobody no challenge, nobody know that. But in this day and age, we go grab doing it again, and they, no. I know, it's too scary. I don't know why. You should find out. You people in the media, you should try and find out. But for some of us, matured people, we are scared, to be honest, you know. So anything you say now is politicized. Anything you say, they misinterpret it. In fact, one of the women who was calling me when I turned down the position was telling me that I was sort of trying to ruin somebody's career by turning down the position.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I don't know, as if the person who gave you the position did it in good faith, and now that you've turned it down, you are putting him in a bad light. And I didn't mean to put anybody in a bad light. I've explained to you my genuine reason. At first, I accepted. And then as soon as this boy called and said, "Auntie Nima, you remember how depressed you were when that thing happened to you? Don't go into it again." You understand? But then they just politicize it. They felt it is because I'm not in favor of against or any other party. I've tried to be neutral from the start. You know that 50-50 is not politicized. We are not in favor of any party. Each member of 50-50 belongs to a political party. And we've asked them, we encourage our women to join a political party because you have a right to vote. But we try not to politicize 50-50. We don't have any political influence. No, we try not to do that. Because if we want to fight for women's rights and we want to fight for equality, we should not politicize it.
You form one of the strongest and biggest women's rights movements.
Yes.
Una don't train thousands of women.
Oh, yes.
Una they encourage women for come head to head with the man them, especially in a mainstream politics.
Oh, yes.
You don't train woman activists them. How you feel for see the woman there where you don't mentor, where they come now into mainstream politics, regime they jail them, they detain them just for.
Okay. So if you want to see more of this interview, so I can go on Liberty TV and watch them. And after we close out this show, we go continue for play them. So those who want to see the end of it can see that it was a very good interview. What have you? But basically, waiting at the try for say somebody like me, you know, in 1997, like I say, me and Josephine Cole, Nami lead, you know, from St. Anthony Church, Tego St. Anne School. Now me lead me class right in front for March, for close out that Thanksgiving Day. And at 160, naturally I was supposed for the day. But here I am. Because I want to make me classmates them match in peace. I want to make the school match in peace. I want to make all man match in peace. There be no commotion, no anxiety. Make somebody no can say I look and bad. Now even the Sidoyan that they talk this, now you didn't answer I look you bad. I know I don't want to create all of that. If the likes of Auntie Nima, then people they were don't see in action or one with me on AI can sit back these days and say, you know, it's in afraid. It is not the same thing. Like you see, Lima made, he gave an interview, was it few months back, na Truth Media, and say all sorts of things. You see, where they do the action, you know the impact where they left by other people. You see what Auntie Nima say, my first interaction when these governments come inside with Nima, I said something, and the way he reacted sent an immediate signal to her spine that activism is no longer going to be the same in this land. And she said it was since then that she started pulling back. To the point where when the president turned around, was it earlier this year or last year, and give him a position on one committee or whatever, after she accepted, he said somebody go and remind her and say, hey, Auntie Nima, you remember how upset you were when so and so and so happened? You sure say you go able to handle this? He said, I think but I mean, he said, thank you for reminding me. Based on that and everything I know, make her say, no, but no, thank you. I am good where I am. So I think say when this type of interviews from then type people here they come on, I think say na a time where people in power, people in authority for sit down and reflect and think back. Are we actually doing the right thing? Are we actually carrying our citizens along? Are we actually being, players? Are we actually being collaborators? Are we actually doing that? Pajamboy, I want let you make you give your own closing remark quickly, and then I will go to the national anthem and the pledge.
Within me matter say me no go put much today. I have personal reasons for not being part of it, because whatever is going wrong in Sierra Leone today, there are certain women behind it. It's unfortunate. Some of we know the whole story. The only thing I go say is, Ahmed Tijan Kababi make one remark, say, let the left people let them protest because it's better than them go na bush.
Yeah.
And I go advise whosoever they in authority, we feel say na draconian way then go take for continue. Let them learn from the recent global trends. The world today is different from the world we used to know. If a small country like Iran can stand all the powers, we therefore know say Big Brother is watching everybody. This fellow, waiting in himself, George Orwell, wrote several books, but two of his books, them, the way most people not take serious when they not read, but than 1984. He predicted the age of technology and the age of AI. In this present world, it is in the best interest of everybody for treating company mortal man with respect.
Yeah.
Because they can finger you from thousands of miles away. You don't even know who is doing it. GPS, satellite, where they talk to, then they hear me all over the world. If you are a person of interest, they can track you. And if you are a person of interest in a public office, no say, then you thugs the way get around you, they are no longer useful. Now America go inside Iran so then go kill their leader, not so? You know, we need for begin learn, say the world of yesteryears is over. For begin keep people them in fear. Like how me matter they talk, are they afraid, are they afraid, are they afraid? These are the last days of that. Now left for the open call we self in a salon. especially where we not sabi technology. The world has reached a stage, you go to offend people, the one day then they ready for you, they even know how then they come for you. It's high time we tell the political class, say, they should behave themselves. And this includes the APC and the SLPP. The people of Sierra Leone deserve better. The people of Sierra Leone deserve better. This is the age of technology. Stop keeping yourself in false safety. Even the motorcar they ride now, then can hack them. Then they hack motorcar then. You the driver so then sees an iron, he goes side one go because it's all electronics. So now left this false safety. Now the only safety now is treat you company mortal man with respect, build trust. It's only trust that is going to take us forward. And that is what Sierra Leone needs most. Not all this noise about building factories here. Those things can't help us. If we have trust, we can take with raffia, make her into something productive. We can take with breadfruit to make her into something productive. We can take with clay, we make her into something productive. But if there is no trust, if you people feel say now them no more for they make tug, this is not technology or technology tug is different. It's different. We got taco now America, not to so. Now technology tug and they use spanners. I go end and the Matilda. Now you bring me Canada because I don't vex.
I know.
Vex with two
I
people
know.
now alone. Two people, two class of people now vex with. I vex with the political class. I vex with the intellectual class. We ought to do better for that country. Look, Botswana, we get independence after we. Then get independence at a time when at 24 university graduates them we get. Look at them today. Therefore, be ashamed of ourselves. I would end it there.
Okay,
That's
thank
my
you very much.
message.
Well, let me pull the grill and I go promise when I say I go pull and come back. I know how for pull him. I go pull and come back. So I promise you he will not go in silence forever. Tin and they will go get for talk about where we need in knowledge, we need in perspective, even as we continue the Salone Na Wan Fambul. We can talk about Salone Na Wan Fambul in so many different ways, right? So definitely I will bring the grill come back at some point and we go continue for do this for the motherland. We go continue for do this at 65. I know that a lot of people feel dejected, dismay, they not feel good. But make me remember waiting we anthem say, because I strongly believe one day the skies in Sierra Leone will truly be blue. The vegetation will truly be white. The seas, the ocean truly be blue. The sky will truly be what it's supposed to be. That white, that peace, that tranquility, it will exist. But we'll have to work to earn it. We'll have to work to earn it. We cannot allow people to walk all over us. So make we begin with the anthem. Do we have the anthem? The Sierra Leone national anthem. I think it's best we believe with the Sierra Leone national anthem. Yes. Make we begin with the anthem. What can we anthem say? The Sierra Leone national anthem said this. Very simple words, but very, very deep words, right? High we exalt the realm of the free. Great is the love we have for thee. Family united, ever we stand, singing thy praise, O native land. We raise up our hearts and our voices on high. The hills and the valleys re-echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever thine own, land that we love, our Sierra Leone. One with a faith that wisdom inspires, one with a zeal that never tires. Ever we seek to honor thy name. Yours is the labor, thine is the fame. Sorry, ours is the labor. Yours is thy labor, thine is the fame. We pray that no harm on thy children may fall, that blessing and peace may descend on us all. So may we serve thee ever alone, land that we love, our Sierra Leone. That second stanza, we can fail for sing and all they sing, but there is so much packed now that second stanza of a national anthem where we need for unpack. And one of these days or so, I will get the grill, the show, the topic really. We get for the talk about the meaning, the interpretation of this we national anthem. Yeah, so I think that is the next show that I will have with the grill, because we therefore understand wetin we dey sing, because on 10 day we no can understand wetin we dey sing, right? Then say the hills and the valleys go re-echo we cry. So 10 day we not even dey sing and properly safe. So we know when we don't understand the meaning of wetin we dey sing, so that makes on 10 day we can just act no more carelessly. Let us go to the third stanza, please. It says, the third stanza says, knowledge and truth, our forefathers spared. Mighty the nation whom they led, mighty they made thee. So too may we, okay, show forth the good that is ever in thee. We pledge our devotion, our strength and our might, thy cause to defend and to stand for the right. All that we have be ever thine own, land that we love, our Sierra Leone. Then words then so. I know saying at the first stanza now we can the hammer on, but even that fourth stanza, the actionable words in that fourth stanza we have not put to practice. We need for go and look at the second stanza, look at the third stanza, waiting then stanza they then say, waiting they mean. And the more we understand waiting and say and waiting they mean, maybe just maybe we go begin for see a change. Let us go to the national pledge. So we pledge, very simple, right? It says, I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name, always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interests above all else. So help me God. Again, these words, we say them, but we do not imbibe them. They're not inside with DNA. We for begin understand them what they are so that then go become part of our DNA, part of our everyday. And the sooner we start doing that, maybe just maybe something will shift. Maybe just maybe something will change. We enter 65. We enter 65 very soon. The one way God say na the Bible 30. Say they give you 30 plus 10. Now we gotta go so kele. Let the 30 plus 10 not be for nothing. Let it be for something. something that we all can be proud of, collectively, not just a set of people, not just a subgroup of people. Me fambuling. Now this are the take left on today. But before I say tata, one person can dare so way anytime I call him the educator, anytime I call him very willing for grace with platform, for can do the educating. And that is no less a person by Dr. Prince I.C. Bull. We na the VOS family, we want tell her hush, because the matriarch na the fambul, na the Maypacker family and the Bull family, God call unto glory, then this they are so. And so the Maypackers and the Bull, we na VOS, they tell Uno Osh. Fambul them. Until next time, may God bless we all. May God give you what they look for in this dunya. Uno tata.
Na so we say make we drive kush na salon. But we life them.
That is so right, yeah now. What's if they do? When we bother them, they deny. Push on down the hill, now them body just they try. So foot at them body, they and now they just they cry. Now we bother them foot so they swell, now why? I don't know if now the chemical or what's in them they put. Best not for avoid them, nothing but the suit. Other food and they for it, come up young kush. We say bring this message so you do work for you. On the me.
Every day we they lost it, man.